is locally owned and operated, serving the Tri-County area, Palm Beach, Dade, and Broward counties for the last 25 years. The practice of medicine is changing dramatically. All County Healthcare, Inc. still does it the old-fashioned way, where our nurses and healthcare professionals come into your home to service your medical needs, providing you the fastest and best care possible. For more information, call 954-717-7027. And remember, Medicare Home Care is covered by Part A of Medicare with no out-of-pocket cost to you. It's your decision, and only your decision, on what healthcare agency you use. Call today. All County Home Health Care, Inc. at 954-717-7027. License 200999096. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Amp2.tv presents You and Your Doctor, teaching you to live a longer and healthier life. Proudly sponsored by All County Healthcare, where people are the heart of our business. All County Healthcare is a Medicare certified agency where one call will service all your home care health needs. For more information, call 954-717-7027 or visit our website, allcountyhealthcare.com. Now, let's get informed to living a longer and healthier life. Here is your host for today's show.
Welcome, everybody, to You and Your Doctor, Living Longer and Healthier. Today I have a special guest, Dr. Narendra. Forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. Narendra Maheshwari. Did I get it right, Doctor?
Narendra Maheshwari.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us about a little bit about your background, your experience, and your specialties.
Yeah, I have done my medical school from India. That's
in India?
In India, and I have finished my medical school there, and then I moved to United States. It's 1983.
83.
And after that, I have done my residency at New York. Before residency, I have done 2 years of research on Memorial Sloan Cancer Center. That's in New York. And after that, I have done residency at Long Island Jewish Hospitals at Long Island.
My hometown.
Okay.
It is, yeah. From a Long Island boy.
It's nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where I have finished my internal medicines. And after that, I directly moved to South Florida, Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale.
And since then, I'm practicing here since 1992.
Is that at the location here in Deerfield Beach?
That's I practicing in Pompano Beach for last. It's on Copens and Federal in the beginning, and then I moved from there after 15 years or so. I was there, and then I moved to this new location, which is on Sample. And
yeah, I'm going to give that address out to everybody. It's a beautiful office. It's in the Sample Medical Promenade, and his address is 601 East Sample Road, Suite 101, Deerfield Beach, Florida, 33064. But on your GPS, it might come up as Pompano, because if you go across the street, it's Pompano, and one side is Deerfield. So don't be confused. I know my GPS doesn't always work. So I know, as an internal medicine doctor, you work on a lot of different areas of medicine, a lot of diabetes. When I go to the doctor, my doctor always tells me I'm pre-diabetic. I know I eat a lot of sugar. I don't know. I know people that are diabetic. So, what should I do to not become diabetic?
Yeah, of course. That's why it's very important that doesn't matter how old they are, how younger they are, how good they feel. Sometimes they feel, I don't have any problem. I'm so healthy. Why I need to see the doctor? But they should be at least once a year. They should be seeing their primary doctor, and regular blood work, which depends on their age. They usually order, and that's easy to diagnose that time, whether the patient is diabetic or you can use the word pre-diabetic, means little sugar is higher than normal. That point, besides that, any other abnormal lab comes, even the female has anemia or someone has thyroid problem. These are typical blood tests or the cholesterol. Anything comes abnormal, the primary doctor direct or suggest and all. As far as the diabetes goes, when sometimes this little bit misleading, sometimes the patients don't want to accept because they don't have any symptoms. The blood sugar is higher level is below 100, like 99, 60, 70 to 99 is almost like normal blood
Right.
sugar. If it is, goes higher than that, we started talking about your sugar is high or hyperglycemia. Someone can say the pre-diabetic. As far as the diabetic, when we like to say the diabetic, there are few different way we can put down. Now the two major one is if your blood sugar, which is the fasting blood sugar, is more than 126 two times. If your blood sugar fasting blood sugar more than 126 two times, we put that patient as a diabetic, we diagnose.
The diagnosis.
Yeah.
Right.
There is another test also we do called A1C,
Right.
hemoglobin A1C. If that blood test counts more than 6.5 and above,
Right.
we put down that patient as a diabetic. If below that number, you can use as a hyperglycemia, your sugar is high, you're pre-diabetic, you can use that one.
Now, I've had some blood tests and some doctors that some of them said you don't have to fast for the blood test. We want to see you in your natural state. Does that hold true when you're being tested for possibly diabetes?
No, it has to be fasting.
It has to be.
It has to be fasting.
Right.
There is another diagnosis for the diabetes. You can, if the patient has all the sign and symptoms of diabetes, and if I do his random blood sugar, even fasting, not fasting, doesn't matter, and his blood sugar is more than 200 with the symptoms, they also
What are some of
the
the
symptoms
symptoms? Yeah.
is someone is having we could use the word polyuria, polydipsia, polyphagia, nocturia. That means the patient is feeling very thirsty because they are going almost every hour or 2 hour peeing. When they urinating more, then they feel thirsty, then they drink more water, then they go to the bathroom. This is going on almost every 2 hour or every hour.
So unsatisfied, you can't satisfy the thirst.
No, because they keep on urinating and their blood sugar that time, if that kind of symptoms,
Right.
their sugar most likely might be 700. And that's why first time, so many patients, first time that's how that they end up in the hospital because they are urinating, or even the physicians or the urgent care center, and they find out that they are diabetic.
Wow. What are some of the other? I know we're approaching the flu season. Is that something, I'm always being approached now when I go to a different pharmacy, take the flu shot. I've never taken a flu shot. I have some family members that do take the flu shot, and they get every sign and symptom. How do you know if it's right for you? Or do you recommend it based on somebody's age and health?
Typically, if someone is above 65 and above, we strongly, as a physicians, advise them to have the flu shot. Only indication if they are allergic to eggs, they should not.
If they're allergic to eggs?
Eggs.
Okay.
Otherwise, each and everybody should take the flu shot, and it significantly helps. So many times we come across, oh, I took the flu shot or I get sick. Or the patient said, oh, in my surroundings, so many they got the flu shots and they got the flu. I'm not saying it cannot happen,
Right.
but the few things I like to tell on this, millions of people take the flu shot. But whoever gets sick, they are the only one talk about this.
Right.
So the most of the time, You got the flu shot. Even I took this year already. I'm feeling fine. I don't have to go and keep on telling people, oh, I got the sick or something.
Right.
So whoever get the sick, they only talk. So that spread the word.
Right.
That's number one.
Then you mentioned before that you've had some patients getting a flu shot in August.
This is
And,
the
yeah.
one definitely I like to emphasize this one because we are getting now more often last few years that almost like again in the month of February or March, the people are getting, those even have flu shot, they're getting more often these flu infections. So now we are getting this knowledge that the flu vaccines last like 3-4 months. So if you get flu vaccines already in month of August, which I have seen just recently, some of my patients already took, which is too early, and by the time the season is going on, that flu is not working anymore.
Is
Flu
it a
vaccine-
different strand of flu vaccinations that come out later
every
on in the
year,
season?
every year they come up with the new strain. That's why we needed every year the new flu vaccines. But I'm suggesting all my patients now try to get the flu vaccine on month of October. Usually it takes 2 weeks to develop the antibody. And the month of November, the flu seasons till this March, so they will nicely cover during this
So
time.
this is actually the time to get your flu
Yes,
shot.
month of October is the, and this is the time. If someone like to have, this is the best time. They should have the flu shot.
So doctor, are you taking new patients, and do you work with all of the insurances? Tell us a little bit about also the age bracket of patients that you do see.
Yeah, I'm the internee, so usually my age is someone is above 18 and above, doesn't matter, even 100. So I take all kinds of patients. I have Medicare, all other, whether the HMOs or any other private insurance, all insurance I take. Currently, I don't have Humana HMOs because Humana has Care Plus, which I have, and Humana don't provide me the Humana. So besides Care Plus, I have Medica, Preferred Care, Blue Cross Blue Shield, AbMed, Aetna, Cigna, Florida Blue, which is I think Obamacare, and so almost I take all kinds of insurance.
Great.
And
And
I take all the new patients, no problem.
so he's seeing all new patients, and he can be reached at 954-942-9233. Once again, 954-942-9233. And once again, on your GPS, it might come up as Deerfield or Pompano, but the address is 601 East Sample Road, Suite 101, Deerfield Beach. It might come up as Pompano, Florida, 33064. And I just also wanted to mention before we go to a commercial break, you mentioned to me, we were talking before, that you have like a clinic that you do on Saturdays. Can you elaborate a little bit on the clinic on Saturdays in your office?
Yes, we started on, it's called Free Clinic, and that we put down Light One Spot Foundations under that umbrella.
Life One Spot?
Light.
Oh,
One
Light.
Yeah, Light One Spot Foundations. Under that umbrella, we are running one clinic, which is total free. And it's a free clinic. Patients don't have to pay or anything. And so many other physicians, also other specialists, also working with me. Previously, I opened up that into the plantations, but somehow it was, we did not have too many patients there, and this is a nice, beautiful place holding such a big office there. And then I moved to my own office at this time. Currently, this clinic is running only on Saturday morning. So it's open between 9 to 12. But unfortunately, it's not anybody walk in and we can see the patient.
Right. How's that work? What's
Sorry.
Yeah.
So only thing is the criteria only on this clinic, anybody can come. The only criteria is patients don't have any insurance and they're like low socioeconomic status, which is 200% of poverty level of Florida, state of Florida. So roughly, if I can tell, if someone is single alone, their earning is below $24,000 yearly. They are pretty eligible to come to my clinic, and they don't have to pay anything.
Wow, it's
If they
amazing.
have two kids, might be they even have $50,000 yearly, still they are going to be eligible. So we have on our website, they will put down what are the, if they have 3 members, 4 members, how much is their highest
So
earning.
can I give out the website?
Yes, please.
So I have, it's docmmd.com. Once again, it's docmmd.com. You can fill out the application online, which must be done, and then brought into your office. And then you're registered, and you can be seen for free at the clinic on Saturday mornings. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a commercial break and come back and finish our discussion with Dr. Maheshwari. We'll be back.
Thank you.
Come back.
All County Healthcare has exciting news for any and all patients with COPD or other respiratory ailments. Listen to what renowned pulmonologist Dr. Keith Robinson has to say.
Hello, I'm Dr. Keith Robinson, board-certified pulmonologist, medical director at Fusion Health Pulmonary Rehabilitation, and a board member with the American Lung Association of South Florida. We have exciting news for patients with COPD. We now offer IPV therapy at home, which has been demonstrated to improve airway clearance, decrease hospitalization, and improve quality of life of patients with COPD. Please call All County Healthcare for more information about this FDA-approved therapy.
For further information, call All County Healthcare now at 954-717-7027. That is 954-717-7027, or visit our website at allcountyhealthcare.com. You can also find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Remember, All County Healthcare always puts the patient's needs first. To our show.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Here I am with internal medicine doctor, and I didn't mention before, chief of staff at Broward Health.
Was chief of staff between
Yes.
last 2 years at Broward Health North.
Broward Health North. And you follow your patients there
Yes,
as
please.
well?
Yeah, I go to the hospital and I follow my own patients, see their patients there, and then they come and follow up at the office.
Excellent. Before we were talking about the free clinic that he has on Saturdays, we wanted to give out the phone number. It's a different phone number for the clinic where he's seeing patients that don't have any insurance or under a certain financial level. I think it was $24,000 a year.
I will still say below 200% poverty level. It depends on how many members, family members they have. Okay?
So the number for the clinic on Saturday, 954-234-6656.
6659.
6659. Let's do it again. 954-234-6659.
9.
Everybody. So please, if you need an appointment on Saturdays at the clinic with Dr. Maheshwari, am I getting it right?
Yeah, you're
Or
coming
apologize. I'm coming along. It's my first interview. David DePino is out. Hello, David. But let's continue talking a little bit more. You have a really a dynamic range of things that you do, and you did mention to me also that you do work for hospice, which is something that I have done in the past, and you're currently doing. Did you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'm also working as a hospice physician, and mainly at Broward Health North. On the 3rd floor, we have nice hospice
Sure.
inpatient service.
Which hospice was that?
Yeah, Vitas
Oh,
Hospice.
Vitas Hospice,
Yes.
right.
The Vitas Hospice has their nice clinics there, inpatients, almost like 30 beds. And the nurses are very well trained. And I also follow, like once a week, my rotations. Currently, I'm actually rotating in that hospice unit. So whatever the patients comes and I follow. And this is almost last 20 years or 15 to 20 years I'm following with the hospice.
Wow, wow. I mean, it's an amazing service. It's just
During this whole time I have seen previously it's very hard. People don't have any knowledge. Still they have, but it's getting much more knowledgeable. The physician and the patients and the family, they're getting much more knowledge about the hospice. Acceptance is much more, and people love it. I mean, they are getting more and more that how the patients and the family, they get comfort.
the comfort care,
And
exactly.
the patients,
Yep.
the suffering is much less. And now that hospice also giving so much other stuff, which previously not. So if they needed even few days of dialysis and other things and palliative care, even the radiations and all, they provide now. So
Yeah, I was also told that you can also receive home health services while you're on hospice, which wasn't something I don't remember from the
yeah,
past.
they can be at their own home with the hospice, home health, and hospice cares, everything. Yes.
Right. Yeah, the old methodology was they give you a lot of medication, and it's really not like that anymore. It's really comforting, and just having worked in that industry, I know that people really appreciate how comfortable you can make their loved ones.
That's true. That's true. It's a very helpful. Patients' family get much, and it's not only the patients. Even after patient expired, that they approach to the family that how they are doing. They give a supportive care to the whole family. Sometimes they go through so much trauma and depressions and all.
Right. I was told you can go back for a year. They provide grievance counseling as well,
Yes.
which is amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah, good support groups.
Yeah, it's very good supportive care.
As far as your private practice, you've been in your current location for how long?
On 6 years.
6 years. We were talking a little bit before. You also were a president of another Indian. What was it that?
We have a organization called Indian Physician of South Florida, and I was the president almost like 3 years back. It's 2 years terms. So during that time also we put on the health fair and in the community different services. And
Where was that last? I'm sorry. Where was that last event held at?
We have on the David, we have the South Florida Hindu Temple, and they're pretty big ground is available. So we put down just actually last Sunday we have health fair. It's open. Anybody come in. We have blood sugar test, cholesterol test, the blood pressure check, and we have different specialists sitting there giving them free consultations. That can be the cardiologist, the urologist, the ophthalmologist came in, dentist was there, and so different services are there. And the people came from the Davie area, and so many people came. Wow. So it came up almost like 300, 400 people get that.
How do we find out about all these different services and clinics that you have? What is the best way to obtain the information or phone number?
As far as the clinic goes, you can call our number 954-234-6659.
That's for the clinic?
Yes, and then you leave the message, the voice message. Our office girls is going to call you back and give you all the information. You need to fill up the form, and she has to review and sign that you are eligible to come to the clinic, and she gave you the appointment.
Excellent. And then to see you during regular office hours, let's give out your number again at 954-942-9233. Thank you so much for being my guest. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
And if anyone needs an amazing doctor who spends his time giving back, Dr. M, he has Dr. M on his card. It helps me pronounce it better.
Yeah, I heard every day, every single day, new name. So I finally come up with Dr. M. So you can approach me as a Dr. M also.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Letting us share with you a longer and healthier lifestyle. If you have a doctor or are a doctor and wish to be on the show, call AMP2 TV at 866-244-5422. and we will put you on the air as soon as possible. Tune in next week for more information on living longer and having a healthier life.